In the north of the island, the terrain was completely different. Jagged volcanic ridgelines, ravines that didn't appear on any map, a maze of black rock that the Japanese had wired into an interconnected system of death. The Marines gave names to the places where their comrades fell. Hill 382, Turkey Knob, the amphitheatre. A cluster of fortified positions in the centre of the island became known simply as the meat grinder. Progress was measured in metres, sometimes in feet. Japanese soldiers would appear out of the earth, fire, and disappear back through the tunnels before anyone could locate the source. Clearing a position didn't mean it was clear. Enemy troops would move through the underground network and reoccupy it hours later. Private Jacqueline Lucas was 17 years old. He had stowed away aboard a transport ship without orders, determined to join the fight. The day after D-Day, 2 grenades landed in the middle of his squad. Without hesitating, Lucas threw himself on top of both of them, covering them with his body. He survived, barely catastrophically wounded, and received the Medal of Honor. He was one of 27. 27 Marines and sailors received the Medal of Honor for their actions on Iwo Jima. A quarter of all Medals of Honor awarded to Marines in the entire Second World War, earned on a single island in 36 days. American planners had systematically underestimated what was underground. The naval bombardment that had lasted for weeks proved nearly useless against tunnels buried 60 feet down. Every day that passed without securing the north was a day Kuribayashi had won. The Japanese had no reinforcements coming, no evacuation plan. They knew they were going to die. But every American Marine who fell was a victory in the only war they could still fight, the war of attrition. The nights were the worst. Kuribayashi had ordered small groups to emerge from the tunnels after dark, strike American positions, and vanish. The sound of footsteps in the rocks that you couldn't see, a metallic click in the darkness, a shadow that shouldn't be there. The Marines learned not to sleep. On March 26, 1945, 36 days after the landing, Iwo Jima was officially declared secure. The night before, the last surviving Japanese soldiers launched a final charge. They came with whatever remained: swords, grenades, rifles with no ammunition. They killed or wounded over 100 Americans before they were stopped. It was the final note of a symphony of destruction. Of the roughly 21,000 Japanese defenders on the island, 216 were taken prisoner. The rest died in combat. Kuribayashi was not among the prisoners. His body was never found. The numbers are difficult to hold in your mind all at once. Nearly 7,000 Marines killed in 36 days. Another 20,000 wounded. More Marines died on Iwo Jima than were killed in the entirety of World War I. And the island they died on was 8 square miles. Admiral Chester Nimitz said the words that have lasted ever since. Among the men who fought on Iwo Jima, uncommon valor was a common virtue. The strategic case for the battle rested on the island's value as an emergency airstrip. Between March and August of 1945, more than 2,200 damaged B-29s made emergency landings there. Each plane carried 11 men. The math suggests that tens of thousands of American airmen came home because of what happened on that island. But the deeper consequence was what the battle told American planners about invading Japan itself. If 8 square miles defended by 21,000 men had cost this much, an invasion of the Japanese home islands, defended by millions, was projected to cost anywhere between 250,000 and 1 million American lives. That calculation sat on Harry Truman's desk when he made the decision to use the atomic bomb. A volcanic rock in the middle of the Pacific had changed the course of history. Today, Iwo Jima is called Iwo-to. It was returned to Japan in 1968. There are no hotels, no tourists, no souvenir shops, just a quiet memorial and the sound of the wind. Every year, American and Japanese veterans return together. They shake hands on the same volcanic sand where their comrades fell. Sometimes they cry. Tadamichi Kuribayashi wrote a final letter to his wife before the last battle. He apologized for not coming home. He said he had done everything he could. In Washington, D.C., the Marine Corps War Memorial still stands near Arlington Cemetery, Joe Rosenthal's photograph cast in bronze. Frozen in the moment, 6 men raised a flag on a volcano. Millions of people have stood before it. Most of them don't know the names of the men in it. The island is almost unchanged. The grey volcanic ash, the black ridgelines, the quiet mountain in the south. If you stand there and listen to the wind coming off the Pacific, it's easy to imagine something still present, buried in tunnels that have never been fully mapped, in ground that has never given up all of its dead. Some places don't let go of what happened inside them. Iwo Jima is one of them.